I'm gonna need more money. And, well, what actually cost me that much money? Were we not at 10 million like a second ago? Is the airport actually that expensive? Is that it? Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to another episode of Transport Fever 2 in the Freeplay mode with me, Spacefish. And welcome back out here to Spacecity, which is growing and flourishing and a target population of 468 people. Absolute madness. So, I think we will mostly take care of growing that city further, but for the time being I would actually like to take a quick look back at Colburn and the other cities. I think it's kind of mad, looking at this, that we've only got a target population of 234 at Colburn at the moment, given like all the mats that we are delivering to that city at the moment. All the public transport and all the intercity transport is kind of mad, and then we've got Darlydale out here, which is kind of 291. So that's kind of interesting, because honestly, we've been delivering stuff for so long to these cities, and they're still nowhere close to Spacecity. So I don't even know what I did to grow that city that quickly. Maybe it was just very big for a start. But holy moly, this city's absolutely exploding right now, which I think is awesome. So what I would like to do for a start, as I already said in the last episode, is I would like to go and get some public transport going. So let's just take care of just that. So gonna make this tram tracks and electric out here, and then we're gonna build a quick tram depot out here. And we've already got all these tram lines out here, so we will just be getting a little bit of something going right there then, and hopefully that way attach the whole city. That said, before I do that though, maybe, or I mean I can make a tram depot real quick, but maybe before we actually set something up in the way of a whole public transport line, I should just determine where I want the train station for this place to be at. Because right now, I don't quite know. I am really kind of unsure, and I would actually also absolutely love to have our first proper airport out here in Spacecity. I think that would be a great idea, because we could get like some planes going, you know, one to Colburn maybe like a connection to Basingstoke or something like very far down here, you know, Stapleford. There's certainly a few destinations that we could start serving, and I would actually absolutely love to get that going too. So two big goals sort of right there. Question being how I am going to be approaching those. So, for train station, I mean, maybe we could sort of have it down here so that we could have things like curving out all the way. We could also have it right here. I mean, it's not going to be ideal for either Bedell or Darlydale either way, I don't think. So, kind of a bit of a bummer. We could also have it up here, which would mean that it wouldn't be ideal for Evesham. Or we could have it up here, which is kind of like a big curvature too, but maybe not as much. Maybe I want to build it up here, to be honest. Because like that would also allow me to then go out to like Havant, Berkhamsted and everything. Would be an issue for the aquarium down there, but I'm not too sure we're going to start serving that city too soon. I mean, we do need bricks out there, so maybe we actually will. That said, like Darlydale, I think that's kind of the most ideal-ish spot. Actually not, because I've got this big sort of highway. Well, then again, I could get the train station out right here. I think that's what we're going to do. Like, we're not going to need to destroy a lot of buildings or anything that way, so maybe that is the way to go right there. That said, it also means I need to slightly redo those tram lines, I think. So let's upgrade this to a big electric road out there, and then we'll make it like this, and then we'll just kind of get things connected up right here, I think. I mean, we could alternatively go and connect them up right there. Let's maybe determine that after I build the train station. So I am just gonna go and make this just a standard passenger station, nothing like a terminus or anything. I would love if I could predetermine what kind of size of building I want to have. Oh, this is a possibility. I never knew. Oh, and that changes the size. I never saw that. Look at this. We can just get like a pre-built train station out there. Oh, and it looks like actually the appearance of our buildings has changed with the like change of the times and everything. That's kind of cool. I never knew. Okay, maybe we can actually look back at our other train stations, see if they've actually changed too. That said though, let's connect this thing right up. I like that. I mean, it's a different look of a train station with like going from this huge central building to some smaller side buildings. I think it's kind of cool. That does not mean that I'm not expanding it though, but I think that's a great start. And a different issue being, do I now have expandability out here still? It does seem like I do, so I could still go for like some cargo trains out there or something. And if I don't, you know, I can always like reconfigure it, I suppose. That said, that alignment is absolutely trashy. Okay. I mean, this is Space City. We gotta do it all super correctly and everything, so, let's just do it again, I suppose. This does look a bit better. I'm not quite sure if this one is better or the other one is, though. I think this one is the best, isn't it? This looks a bit weird again. Alright, let's do it like that. Yeah, I think that's pretty decent. Alright, so that's going to be our new train station, and we are going to be expanding that most definitely. So, just going to get some smaller side buildings here, and, you know, going to expand that out a little bit. And, yeah, buildings are going to go. Sorry for that, dear buildings, but I really want to make this thing massive. So, while we are going to stick with that, like, sort of alternate design approach right here, I'm definitely going to make it this big. So, no chance I'm going to keep it small or anything. I kind of am interested. Do these belong to the buildings or? Yeah, okay. So, like, all the benches and the lights belong to the buildings. So, it's like no separate props out there, which is interesting. That said, I will go and... No, I don't need tracks, I need streets. I will go and actually extend this thing out here. Just perfectly straight. Just like that. Nice. And... how are we going to do this? I think it's fine if we connect it up right here, to be honest. So let's do it just like that. Somewhat straight, okay. No, that's not straight. Is it? That looks straight, okay. Yeah, okay, so that's going to be connected up. We're going to get the hub in right there. What I want to do first, actually, so I want to go to... Where's the whole terrain thingy here? I want to paint. I would like to get, like, some proper... asphalty type terrain. I mean, hexagon tiles. Kind of a cool thing, but I don't think... Yeah, I can't change it up here, so... Not going to be what I'll be doing. Gravel is the wrong thing to do. Is there asphalt out here? What kind of blends in nicely with this? This does seem to blend in somewhat nicely, doesn't it? The terrain being kind of wavy doesn't really help. Let's maybe fix that first. Flatten. Why do I have that bump in there? That doesn't need to be there. Come on. I really don't like that. Oh, I mean, that's an issue. Can I smooth, please? Okay, that smoothing helps out a lot, I think. So we're just going to be smoothing things out here a bit. Just like that. Okay. Cool. And I think I'm not going to be changing the terrain in front of these side thingies out there. I'm gonna get this to square, I'm pretty sure. And then let's just try and work with this asphalt 01 thing for the time being. It does look sort of similar. Why does it look that wavy though? Or is it just inconsistent for a texture? Maybe it's just an inconsistent texture, could be that. But yeah, so I'm gonna extend it like sort of... Seriously? Okay, gonna have to fix that. But yeah, sort of gonna extend it out like that. I really don't like this little... whatever that's supposed to be. That just looks a bit bad. Not sure I can actually fix that. Yeah, so this is a darker sort of asphalt. So I think this does sort of come close. I really don't like this part here though. But I don't think I can actually fix it. It's not a steep side. That doesn't help. I don't know, it doesn't seem like I can actually do anything about that. So that's a bit annoying. I really don't like that too much. Doesn't seem like I can change it though. Right, well anyways, I'm gonna go and kinda work with this again out here and kinda try and flatten things a bit first and smooth them out a bit more. So we can sort of have like a nice and consistent terrain out here. Sort of, somewhat, you know, if possible. I think, I don't know, like it seems to be the connection between the train station and the terrain that just is a bit annoying out here. So yeah, I'm not quite sure what I can do about that. I don't think much of anything, to be honest. That said, let's just get all these things connected up a bit nicer. You know, get that terrain somewhat adjusted. Okay, I think that's a lot better, is it? Well, maybe still a few adjustments out here. Somewhat like that. Whoa! Ah, seriously? I never saw that part. Didn't look that weird from up there. Oh, God. God. Kind of want to redo that, not gonna lie. Maybe we are gonna redo that in just a second. I'm gonna firstly paint this stuff out here. But like that looks pretty bad, not gonna lie. I kind of would redo the street, I think, not the... Can I actually rotate this brush or something? Ah yeah, here. It's like the proper rotation. What? Pretty weird rotation right there, mate. Okay, I think that somewhat makes sense. Okay. Get rid of the rotation again, and then we're going to finish it off right here. Okay, so... Yeah, I mean, this part here is kind of unfortunate, to say the least. So... Yeah, I mean, that's going to cost me a lot of money, but this needs to look properly, like... I really don't like that look. Alright, so let me first things first look at this terrain then. And get the terrain brush out again, then we're going to flatten it to raise, lower, flatten. We're going to flatten it to this kind of height off the train station. And then we're going to make a new street on top of that. So yeah, that should hopefully be making a bit more sense right there then. Okay. Does that make more sense? Ooh, God. I hope this works a lot better. It does look a lot better, does it? Alright, so. Somewhat a flat terrain, yeah? God, things are really laggy right now. I really don't know why. So this should be better for us. Overall, fingers crossed. I'm going to smooth things out a bit as well, just to make sure that we're not overdoing it too hard here, you know. Not creating any crazy sorts of ridges in the terrain or anything. And then we're going to pull out a new street, and fingers crossed it'll look good. So that's going to be our new street. How we're doing? Yeah, that's a lot better. I mean, it's still not perfect right here, I wouldn't say, but I think it's at a level where it's alright. Actually, it isn't. What? Ah, God. Why? I don't quite get it. Is it because this street is so low now? Okay, like the thing is, I would kind of like to keep the street like nice and straight like this. So what I'm gonna do here for a second, even though it costs me a bit of money, I'm gonna pull it out like that. Gonna delete 2 of those segments like that, and then we're gonna just flatten the terrain a bit further out to avoid that little weird optic right there. So flatten tool in. Let's just kind of raise the terrain out here too, just like that. And probably want to flatten it out here too then. Just gonna do it like that, and then we're gonna smooth it out like here-ish. Alright. So that should be a nice and flat surface. Now it's kind of a matter of connecting up the streets without... I think this is straight, right? So maybe we can do it like this, and then kind of connect up the streets to down there, and only get like the slope in out there. Yeah. Okay, I think that's good. Really kind of happy with that one. Well, let's get a little last bit of smoothing in out here, and then we should be good. So, gonna smooth things out a bit here. We're definitely gonna need to smooth them out a bit there. Just like that. Nice and smooth. Which actually is like a lot of terrain raising. It's gonna cost me a good bunch of money, I think, but we are at least getting to a point to where this whole thing looks sort of good in the overall terrain, doesn't it? Well, except for this part out here. Gonna fix that as well for a second, because that's a bit weird. Alright, so now I am a lot happier with this. Alright, awesome. So, that's that then. Train station set up. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect up this road again, and then I'm going to get a nice public transport hub in out here. So, straight road, perfect. And we will need a bus tram station. Going to make it electric. Going to get like 2 platforms in left and right. Not quite sure I'm going to need it just yet, but honestly, why not? You all know I like to overbuild these things, and it honestly doesn't really cost a lot of money, so there's like no real downside in my opinion to like overbuilding these sorts of things. I'm gonna get it like as close to the main entrance as possible. I think that does make a lot of sense, and I'm gonna get this terrain smoothing in, because holy moly, that looks weird. So let's get that fixed. Make it a bit more even right there, just like this. Kinda last few finishing touches, or a few more maybe. Holy moly, it's a lot of terrain raising I need to do right there. But okay, so that should be fine then, and then we can set down the other tram stations. Actually, should we look at the airport first? Like, even though we will probably need like another episode to start using it, I'd like to get it down somewhere already if possible. I kind of have the idea of putting it down here to the left, to be honest. I think that's a decent spot. Passenger airfield, cargo airfield. Interesting. I mean, I would hope that I could eventually make that stuff like the same stuff. So like get cargo and passenger stuff into one airfield. Would be the idea, but yeah, so I think I want to make it right here. That said, that does mean I need to actually redo the street out here. So let's do just that. I am going to go and pull out another nice and straight, not getting any angle snaps, I don't like that. Oh wait, did I make anything non-electric out here? It doesn't look like it. I'm not quite sure why that setting reset itself, but what's straight here now? I'm not getting any angle snaps. Slightly annoying. Think something like that should be somewhat good. Yeah, it's looking pretty decent, isn't it? Alright, and then we will need an airport. I'm kind of worried we'll run into the same terrain constraint issues here again, so let's see about that, I suppose. I'm gonna actually give it like a slight bit of distance from the city as well, you know. I don't want to have a train, the planes rather, flying through any buildings or anything like that. I think this is somewhat straight, at least compared to the street itself. Then again, compared to the buildings it isn't, so I'm gonna kind of choose a middle ground so it doesn't look like weird or anything. What building will be removed? I didn't see any buildings that will be removed. Anyways, gonna get that down then. Should be pretty fine, yeah, looking good. And I think I've seen this already where we will eventually actually need a different type of airport, because like it becomes too small or something like that, I'm pretty sure. So that will not stay our only airport in the city, but for the time being that's going to be what we are working with. And actually gonna get this like smooth out a bit right here, and then we're gonna attach it to this. And speaking of which, we should probably make this like a big highway. Oh, collision. Well, maybe just for a small portion of the road. Alright. Did I just do that again? That's looking so weird. Okay, let's kind of fix that. Wait, I don't want to have that whole road be. Oh my god, what am I even new? Can we just like have a portion of the road, please? Why does it need to be this whole part of the road? Ah, whatever. Okay, we're just gonna have it be that way. Okay, so. That is going to be our airport, and I'm just going to get another hub out here, because honestly, why not? We are going to be making another one of these, going to keep it like the same size as the other one, and I'm going to place it right in front of this entrance, which is about right there, I'm pretty sure. So, just going to do it like this, yeah. And then we're going to be adjusting terrain left and right, I'm pretty sure, because like, yeah. Look at that. I'm gonna get my smooth tool brush size up a bit. Gonna up the strength. Holy moly, that's big. That's gonna take a minute to... That's some smoothing out right there. Holy moly, that's a lot of money. I'm actually gonna run out of money before this is smoothed out, is it? Am I, rather? Let me get things up to triple speed right here, because I'm gonna need more money. And, well... What actually cost me that much money? Were we not at 10 million like a second ago? Is the airport actually that expensive? Is that it? I mean, that would be kind of crazy, because I don't even think I'm going to earn that much from the airport initially, am I? I don't know. I mean, let's find out. Maybe it's going to be like a gold mine for me. Would be great. Would love it. But for the time being, smoothed that thing out. Let's take care of... this is not smooth either. I hate it. But okay. Can't really quite fix that out here, can I? Or without tearing down the whole street again. I mean, I suppose it's kind of fine. This thing is level, and that's like the main thing that counts. But how much did that thing just cost me? Oh. Right. It's a bunch of money. And we got a hangar. We only got one terminal, but I think it's kind of fine, because we're probably not going to get like massive amounts of air travel going for a start. And let me get this back to standard speed. Making so much money. We just had that on triple speed for like minutes, and I got it up to 6 mil. I mean, now the maintenance costs came in, so it didn't stay there, but still, pretty mad overall. That said, let me kind of see what the range of this thing is. So, I'm gonna make one thing right here. I'm gonna make another one right here. Another tramp station will go right there. Another one right there. The thing is, I'm kind of leaving the spaces a little smaller out here, just because I want all these inner ring buildings to still be in reach of the tram station, if that makes sense. So that's why I'm kind of doing just that, and not leaving too huge spaces, because these inner buildings are all rather far away from these outer ring tram stations, but I think everything is in range now, so that's great. Cool. So that's going to be our tram network for Spacecity. Let's get a line up for this. Let's make a new line right here. And let's just start at the train station, I suppose. So we're going to start here. We're going to go to the airport. Then we're going to go to London Road. Ah, yeah, right. Okay, so that's going to... Yep. Then we're going to go to West Street, we're going to go to Queen Street, we're going to go to Park Avenue, we're going to go to Broadway. Oh, we've even got the Broadway in Space City, isn't that great? And we're going to finish off at High Street. Perfect. That's going to be our new line, a really massive one as well. We're going to call it Tram Space City. And I think it's not Space City X. No. I don't want that. That needs to be fixed. But yeah, so I mean, given the ginormous size of this city, I'm thinking we'll actually buy a good bunch of trams for it. We're definitely going to go with the biggest one we have, so I'm pretty sure that's this one, yep. And let's start out with like 8? Because there's so many people in this city, I'm really not quite sure how many of these we need, but I'm kind of feeling we will need a good bunch of them. So, trams going out to explore the world and, you know, move people and everything, of course. And I don't know, we'll just kind of have to observe how this whole thing is going to develop, and this growth is gonna skyrocket even more as we get more bricks in and more tools in and get like the public transport in and get like the trains and the planes and everything in. It's gonna be absolutely mad. Look at this, already jumping up to 491, 514. Holy moly, the growth of the city is absolutely mad, and I love it, and it's gonna be absolutely awesome. But for today, this has been it for this episode, so I do hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you like the progress on Space City, because holy moly, this city is exploding. And well, if you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below to support the channel. And if you're new around here and did enjoy this episode and would like to stay around for more of this content, also definitely make sure to hit that subscribe button right down below, as well as the bell icon right next to it to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. That said, as always, I'd like to thank you all very much for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Ciao.